Well, an empty garage. I know you guys, some of you guys are very upset that we don't have another car here, and that's why I decided to make this video. What's up guys, welcome to the vlog again. Maddie here as always. So if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Make sure to subscribe. I don't know dude, YouTube is not pushing my videos through, so if you can leave me a like and all the good stuff, I really appreciate it. Anyway, today I want to talk about why I sold the C5. Was that a mistake? Let's find out. Oh well, let's talk about the C5. First of all, this is not the kind of video that I like to make, like sitting in front of the camera and talk to you guys, but once in a while, it's necessary, right? Before we go ahead, I just want to give you guys a foundation so we can have a conversation, right? When I bought that car, I wasn't expecting to buy anything. I wasn't looking for anything. I was, to be honest, at that time, I was looking to do a wide body conversion on my car because I just finished the cam swap. And I was like, you know what, now it's time to do, even though the car looks pretty good, why not do a wide body conversion since I don't have another project? You guys know I still have a 9-to-5 job. One of my co-workers, she knew that I was a huge Corvette fan, in car in general. And her husband was selling the car. That's why I found that car. I'm not gonna get in details of the deal because, you know, I wanna keep their privacy and everything else, but I got the car for a pretty good deal. And I thought about, okay, I'll buy this car and I'll keep it. To be honest, if the car was an auto, I would kept it and, you know, my wife would drive it. But she doesn't drive a stick, so I'm pushing her to drive, but she's not driving. I got the car. The car was one owner. A few things to do, really few things to do. But anyway, once I got that car back in end of April, beginning of May, I don't exactly remember when. And that's when the Corvette market went up. I was like, wow. First of all, I don't need two Corvettes, right? I don't need two Corvettes. That's my car. That's the car I'm putting like all my money on. And I'm not in the position to keep two cars. As I said, if that car was an auto, I would kept it so my wife would go with me for shows and stuff. But it was a stick, so I was the only one driving here. So, and as I don't know if you know, I can only drive one car at a time. So basically that was my daily driver for the summer. I was doing grocery shops with it. I was going to Home Depot doing house stuff with it because Corvettes are pretty nice. The car was quiet, wasn't modified, good on gas. Well, not actually in today's price, but anyway, that's another subject. Fast forward, summer, I got the car in spring, summer came, and I was looking at the Corvette market and it was still super high. It is still super high. And I was like, you know what? I don't need two cars right now. As good as this car was, I don't need two Corvettes. And as I said, I'm not in the position to keep a car that, you know, is gonna give me too much return on it. And I thought about it. It's the best time to sell it. I put the car up for sale. The car was up for sale like a month and a half because I was asking too much money. I think I went all in. I was like, I don't want to sell it. If you want to buy it, you pay what I want. But then I got at the position that I have other stuff to invest on it, which I will share with you guys when the time comes. Believe me, this investment, I think is gonna change. I'm gonna do everything in my power to change the way this channel and my life it is by investing in this kind of thing that I'm gonna share probably in a couple of weeks with you guys. I wasn't in the position to keep a car that could bring me like 55% return on my investment if I have something else that is gonna bring me way more and I can take that money and put in that investment. With that being said, that's just to give you guys a base. So I'm gonna address some questions and maybe we're gonna get in more different points why I sold the Corvette, right? As of now, the video has like 400 something views, which it's the average for my channel. I don't know, dude. I think I'm doing everything right, but the views are not there. Anyway, I'm gonna keep doing it. I do for the fun and for you guys watching it, right? So here's one thing before we go to the comments. I think I didn't make too many videos on this car because I was like, you know, it's not gonna have any impact anymore because a lot of people are doing C5 Corvette. When I sold it, you guys got mad on me, so I don't get it. But lessons learned. I did a couple though. I did the main things I did on the car. I think the only video I didn't put up was putting the corbel seats. That's it. The other ones were there. So some people are saying like Corvettes will always be a good content and all the upgrades can be right off in I think it's my tax return. And it is a write-off, I get it, and I do that, so don't worry about it. Yeah, it is a write-off, but the return I'm making on that car, it's way bigger than the write-off I would have. Okay, here's another one. It is not the time to sell a sports car. I agree and I don't agree with it because the winter is coming here, but the market is still so hot that I don't know how long that's gonna remain like this. That's why I sold it. You will most likely never find another car in that shape. I agree it's gonna be really hard, but also it's gonna be really hard to find a car that's, I think you guys know ROI, right? Return on investment. It's gonna be really hard to find a car that's gonna give me that much return on my investment, 100%, hands down. I don't want to get into details here, how much I bought it and how much I sold it for. Of course, I put a lot of money on it too, but I still got a pretty good return. I'm in finance and I don't see any investment in stocks, mutual funds, crypto, nothing is gonna give me the return that car gave me in a short period of time like that. So with that being said, just keep that in mind. So I agree, it's gonna be super hard to find a car like that, in that shape, that way, but also it's gonna be super hard to find a car that gives me return like that, in that way, right? Some people were saying sorry for a loss, I appreciate it. Yeah, it was really hard though, it was super hard to, you know, to let the car go. But as I said, sometimes in life you gotta make decisions it makes sense. Because if it was for my heart, I would keep it. I would have another 3 cars outside, but I just can't right now. I just can't. A lot of people were saying like, why are you selling when one car you are buying next? So I think I just explained why I sold it, but the next car I'm looking for some project, and I saw a couple. And again, if you want to make money flipping cars, and I learned this on this car, right? Not that I bought it thinking about flipping it, but the opportunity just showed it and I took it as a lesson learned. If you wanna make money flipping cars, you're gonna make money when you buy it, not when you sell it. You gotta buy under the asking price, be willing to put some work on it, and hope the market's gonna help you, right? But if you have the right car, the car is clean, you are honest, you put in the description out there. When the buyer came here, I told him everything I knew about the car. I showed him every single modification. I put on the description on the ad, everything. So I know I was selling a good car. Whoever trusts me, whoever doesn't, the car staying with me. That's basically how I learn how to sell it and buy cars. Of course, we are talking about the 22 years old car. It's not gonna be perfect. I try to make that car as perfect as possible, but it's still super hard to make. I just learned it. I bought this car in 2007. It had was 68,000 miles on it. But I did all the fluids, I put new tires on, of course I did the can swap, put new seats, a lot of stuff I put it on. So when you buy a car older like that, or either you pay the price for it, let's say, if you want to buy my car, take it. I don't sell for less than 30, but that's my car. You know what I'm saying? If you want a car like this with all the upgrades, that's how much you're gonna pay for a base Corvette. But you can still get a base Corvette for 19 and put all the work that I did. So that's basically how flipping cars work. If you buy for a cheap amount, less than what the market is paying for, and you are willing to put work, you're gonna make money on it. Next car, I'm hunting for next car, but again, you make money on buying car. I'm not buying the car, only thing on content here on YouTube. Of course, this is a big part of it. I'll make content. This time I'm gonna make 100% content. I try to put up a lot of videos in Portuguese, but I just can't, I just don't have time to do 2 YouTube channels. It's just too much, you know what I'm saying? With a 9 to 5 job, a wife, a kid, a house, cars, YouTube, is just too much. I'm gonna keep doing my stuff here, and from here we're gonna take to we'll see. My goal is to take the channel to 10,000 subscribers and see what happens. If it start growing faster, I'll keep doing it. If you know, I also have other thing that I'm gonna announce here pretty soon. I'm very excited about it. You guys gonna be thrilled. I think it's gonna be good for everybody, even for you guys, for me. But anyway, that's the story of the C5. I didn't want to sell it. I didn't, but it was a great opportunity. It was. So it's hard to find a car. I cannot get attached. And remember, I mentioned that this is my car. I am gonna keep 2 Corvettes at my age with a kid. It's just money sitting in my garage, you know what I'm saying? Money sitting in my garage is not gonna make me any return, you know what I'm saying? But that's it. I hope that explained to you guys a little bit why I sold the car. For me right now, it doesn't really make sense to keep that car. That's my car right here. This is my car. This is the car that I'm gonna keep it. I told my wife the only way I will sell this car, if you are struggling with money and we need money, then I will sell it. But if not, and I'm gonna work hard as possible to not let that happen, doesn't make sense to have a car sitting here. It's basically money sitting in this garage bay here that I'm making this video on. So doesn't really make sense. I know we all love cars. I love that C5. That C5 was like, man, you know, I got emotional. I did. What I'm gonna say, but because I love cars, doesn't matter which car. I love my wife's car. It's a daily driver, it's SUV. I love it because I'm a car guy. But sometimes you gotta think about it and make the right decision financially, you know, and all this stuff, right? I hope that answers your questions. I know this is kind of a boring video, but I really hope you guys understand, and stay tuned for the next project. That's what I can say. If you guys know any car for sale, it's a good deal, needs a little work, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram or here on YouTube. I'll be glad to check. All right? I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys next upload. Never forget, enjoy your life and work hard for it.